I love that as an outfit. I think he's gonna be such a vibe. I'm so excited for this. So much fun. That's a whole vibe. Hi, hey, hello, my name is Sarah, and welcome to another Sims 4 Create a Sim video where I use only one color to create a sim. We have 4 colors left on our wheel for masculine sims. If you have no idea, I've already done all of the colors for feminine sims, and now we are doing them for masculine sims, and I have 4 colors left. So with that being said, here is my wheel of colors. We've still got some bright colors on here, green, orange, and pink, but then we've also got white. So look, I don't know what kind of vibe we're gonna have today, so let's spin this wheel to find out what color we're gonna be using to create our masculine sim today. Ooh. Wow, just by the skin of its teeth, we're doing pink. And look, I am kind of feeling a little bit of a pink vibe today. I've got my pastel on, so that's very cool. Pink, okay. So with that being said, now that we know that we are using the color pink to create a sim, let's jump into The Sims 4 and make a masculine sim using only the color pink. Alright, you guys, this is going to be our sim that we are using for the color pink today. So before we get into actually turning him pink and stuff, we need to give him name and personality. So for all of my Solid Color CAS challenges, I call them their first name, the color that we're using. So pink. And then I generally do word association to figure out the last name, like what is the first thing I think of when I think of the color pink. Now I'm pretty sure for the feminine sim, I did bubblegum. The same thing did come to mind. But then I thought lemonade, pink lemonade. Okay, I don't know why that's what I think of when I think of the color pink. Anyway, with that being said, we now need to pick an aspiration. Now, we've got a couple of new aspirations. I'm pretty sure for the feminine sim, I chose a love aspiration, but I'm kind of thinking we could go fairy, but then I don't really want to make him a fairy, but maybe it's just that he's not a fairy, but he wants to be a fairy. I think very pink when I think fairy. That's all. So I want to do something different as well, something that I haven't done before. So I'm going to go with fairy, and he's not a fairy yet. He wants to be a fairy. Okay, so I feel like that's going to come in very handy when coming up with what he's going to be wearing, like a vibe for his aesthetic, right? So with some pink traits, I mean, we've got maybe romantically reserved. Does that pair with unflirty? No, it doesn't. Well, I'm pretty sure I went with unflirty for pink bubblegum. Maybe this time we can go romantically reserved. It does have a lot of pink in there, so that's fine. What other traits do we have that can be... Oh, mystical has a lot of pink in there, so... And that would also tie to him wanting to be a fairy, right? And then can I come up with one more? I mean, I feel like all the ones that have like a sim in there could be good. There's none others that are sort of giving me like non-sim that are pink, right? So I think it's going to be one that has a sim in it. Not high maintenance though, because I don't want to do that to a sim ever. I just don't ever want to make a sim high maintenance. Maybe one where the majority of the icon is the person. I mean, we've got proper. That's just an all pink person, right? So I guess we'll go with proper. What an interesting vibe for this man, Pink Lemonade. He wants to be a fairy. He's romantic, reserved, mystical, and is proper. Okay, that's a cute little vibe. So with that being said, now we need to turn him pink. Now I have all of the amazing miscellaneous skin tones that I've been using throughout this entire challenge, which will be linked in the pinned comment down below. We need to figure out what shade of pink this man is gonna be. Whoa. Oh, my eyes. Okay, I have a feeling that it's gonna be like a brighter, perhaps more bubblegum pink, which is what I did for pink bubblegum, the feminine sim. But is that not a vibe? Also, here's the exact same color as the icons we have over here, so I feel like that's kind of the vibe. Can I make him maybe a little bit more richer pink? Yeah, maybe that's the vibe. Okay, that is definitely very pink. So we now need to make his eyes pink. Oh, and I forget every time that we've actually got the supernatural eyes now, not just the standard ones. So these are what I would generally go with. We also have these as an option. I think they're perfect. I think that's perfect. What are these ones? No, they're purple. These are perfect. They're the eyes that I'm going to go with for him. They actually look very, very pink. So we're going to give him the pink hair. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. The fact that I am going to be able to make this man who wants to be a fairy I have a feeling it's going to be very flamboyant is going to be his aesthetic, I think. And I'm going to have so much fun with that. Okay, let's pick a hairstyle for this sim though. So I'm thinking flamboyant, but also like super like chic. Flamboyant and chic. That's what I'm kind of thinking. I want him to have super like on trend, but also like flamboyant, cute vibes. That's kind of what I want. I just keep coming back to this hair, so I think that's what I'm gonna go with. I love the shorter sides. It's super styled. I think it's super cute for him. Do I want to go with a facial hair for him? Maybe we'll have a look at what the stubble looks like. Ooh, yeah, I'm feeling the vibe with the stubble. Yeah, that is just my general favorite facial hair for men anyway. In The Sims 4, I don't love the beards in The Sims 4, but this stubble, it just really elevates a man's look in The Sims 4. Anyway, I think that is perfect. Let's get into some outfits. Now, I use custom content for this series because I don't really use custom content a whole lot on this channel, but I have some amazing custom content and it's like a little spotlight. I get to shine a spotlight on them. So let me just put on my filters and then we'll get right on into outfits.
A few moments later.
All right, can I come up with, can I come up with a casual everyday wear for masculine sims? I just can't. No matter how much CC shopping I do, I can just never seem to come up with a super casual look. So let's jump into tops and bottoms then. Now, like I said, I want some like flamboyant taste, but like super stylish as well. And I know what I mean by that. I don't know if you know what I mean by that. I mean, things like this glitter top. Like, I feel like he has to wear that, but also things like this top, all of this stuff by A. Harris 00 Brittany, I feel like would be freaking perfect, right? So straight away, I loved this butterfly. And he wants to be a fairy, so what if we go with that? Because I can picture that with some fairy wings, although I did really like the pink and white with the star as well. Ooh, choices are difficult to choose. I'm gonna go with the butterfly because it's more pink, okay? I love the star. Maybe we'll use that later on. So let's come up with some pants to go with this vibe for this man. I don't have as many options in pink as I would like, which is interesting. I saw the flame pants and I have been mesmerized by the flame pants in colors past. And I do like how the flame pants look in the pink. So we might have to use them for a different outfit. I just don't know if they go together with the top. I mean, it doesn't look terrible and it is very flamboyant. I'll think about it. Let me see if I find something I like better.
12 seconds later.
I have found something I like better. These cargos by KO, they're so cool. I like the stitching on them. It almost looks like it's like studs or like beading. And I know it's not meant to, but that's kind of what it looks like to me when I squint my eyes especially. And I think that that just works perfectly. I love that as an outfit. I think he's gonna be such a vibe. I'm so excited for this. So much fun. So now I just need to come up with some shoes to match this epic vibe. Now I'm kind of thinking like a platformed sneaker or something. And I know that I do have some platform sneakers, hold on, in my custom content. I didn't filter by custom content because I don't have a lot of custom content shoes for masculine sims. But I know that Trillica, my main CC, I'm like a Trillica stan at this point. I just love Trillica, has made a mesh edit of these shoes that we had in game. They're amazing. I think that is a whole vibe. We could even go with these ones from Madeline though for the extra chonk. No, I reckon just these ones from Chillica. Perfect. Okay. I love him. I stan Pink Lemonade as well already. I'm so excited. Let's move on to formal wear though. Now I saw some pretty amazing options in here for formal wear. I mean, I saw this and I was wondering if we had any other pink textures on this one or is it just the roses? It's a lot of black, that's all. If it wasn't so black, I would go for that. What do we have here? They're saying that is pink? No, that is not pink at all. We're going back to to tops and bottoms, and I'm gonna have to see if I can come up with a formal top and bottom for this gentleman. If this wasn't a black top underneath, that'd be perfect, or a green top underneath, that'd be perfect. So I feel like I do like this one the best. The green does help with the flamboyant nature, and the pink is kind of the right bubblegum pink that I really want to be going with. So let's see if I can find some pants. Yes, these pants do match. Fantastic. Thank you, KO, for making a full set that is amazing. Okay, so now I just need some shoes. None of these are giving formal, so let me turn off my custom content for a second because, like I said, I don't have many custom content shoes. Do we have pink socks? Maybe that should be a question that I ask. Do we have pink socks? We've got pink socks. Yeah, they're very pink. Hey, did you know that 67% of you watching right now are not subscribed to my YouTube channel? If you'd like to see some fun Sims 4 gameplay, some Sims 4 creator sim videos, build videos, and some gameplay of The Sims past, then hit the subscribe button down below and join my wonderful community of Triceratops. But with that being said, let's get back into the video. Yeah, I feel like they're better. We're gonna go with that for his formal wear. Just picture him with wings one day because he wants to be a fairy as well, right? But I'm not making him a fairy. He just wants to be a fairy, okay? I am having so much fun with this sim. This is gonna be so great. Now, I saw before when I was showing you all of the options, there's options like this that I think would be really cool to use as an athletic wear, or even we've got like the tank tops that I feel like could also be really cute, but maybe I could use the tank tops for hot weather wear or this for hot weather wear. Oh, I'm gonna have too many options and I'm not gonna know what to go with. That's gonna be my struggle, I think. I do think I want to go with the tank top for his athletic wear. So let me have a look at all of the pink swatches. It is indeed a vibe. That is a whole vibe. I think in sticking with the butterfly nature that we've gone with so far, I think I have to go with that swatch. And also it is the very bubblegum pink. Now, we do have some athletic looking shorts as well. These drawstrings could be cute. We also do have like these shorts. I am wondering if Oranos gave me an accessory though, where I could change the boxes underneath. I have a feeling the answer is no to that. Oranos didn't. That's okay though. It's just the white and the black was a bit startling for me, but I still think that is a great option for his athletic wear. I'm actually really happy to go with that. So then we do just need some pink runners, I reckon. So maybe we can go with the non-platform version of Trillica's, the shoes that Trillica mesh edited to make them platform. Maybe we can go with the ones that actually come with the game. So this for his athletic wear, I absolutely think yes. He is such a fun vibe. I love him. Sleepwear though. Okay, so I could do the thing that I do where I cheat. Where, because we are making a masculine sim, I could just make him go shirtless for his sleepwear. I'll see if there's a top that I wouldn't mind giving him that I think he could wear to sleep. We do have this very slouchy hoodie, so maybe it's gonna be a hoodie and like some tracksuit pants to match. Do we have them in the same bubblegum pink? It's not quite the same. I reckon that could be okay, right? I reckon that could be totally okay for a sleepwear vibe. I think it's very cute. Moving on to party wear. Now, I am wondering if we go with the glitter shirt that I found before because it's amazing and I really do want to use this glitter shirt. We have it in a couple of different pinky swatches. Do I like the lighter pink? No, I think it needs to be this darker, more bold pink. Now, I need to find some absolutely amazing bottoms to match this. Is this the time where we use the flame pants? If they had a more pink swatch, I would be like, absolutely yes, but they don't. So that's a little bit of a shame because everything else that I'm looking at is kind of basic. That's a real big shame. We do have these jeans that are interesting with the, I don't know even what you call this, on the legs. I feel like they're going to be the most interesting choice. Let me just see if I can find anything else that I like though. Okay, I'm debating between these that you saw just before and the flame pants. I think it needs to be these because they're more of the bright color. I love the flame pants and I will use them. I think I'm going to use them for cold weather wear, okay? So they will get used, but this just screams fun to me. Now I need a fun shoe. What kind of shoes do we have that could be fun? These shoes, I don't think I've ever used these shoes before. They are giving interesting and fun. Okay, I love him. What a vibe. Moving on to swimwear though. This one we're going to go shirtless for him, and then maybe it's just going to be some like pink shorts. Do I have ones that have patterns on them? I used to have these shorts, but they'd have patterns on them. I must have gotten rid of it, but I reckon the hot pink, that could just be a whole vibe for him, right? So moving on to hot weather wear. Now, I had options before, remember? I had options before of going with like this, and I know that I can change the undershirt, or I can have a look at the different, I mean, I do love me a leopard print, right? This one is also super cute. The stripes are fun. Or I could go with the straight pink and we can just have a look at what the undershirts come with. Or I do have other options, like I've got this one could be a cute little option. But I think I do like the idea of this kind of open shirt look. I'm going to stick with the leopard print for the minute because it's very flamboyant. And then we're going to take a look at changing the shirt underneath. So here I have what I can change to underneath. I would love something with a print. So what do we have in the pink? Okay. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just going to go with a straight pink underneath. Okay, so for hot weather wear, it really needs to be like a pair of shorts, and we do have a couple of shorts on offer. We do have these like cargos. We've also got these like cargos. The cargos could be fun. I've also got the drawstring shorts that he was wearing before. We do have ones that have prints on them, but I don't think I like that as a look for him. I think maybe the cargos, or I do have these like super long shorts. And they look like they would be really comfortable to wear in the hot weather, right? I keep forgetting this is a hot weather wear. I like them, and I like the bubblegum pink of them. So some pink sandals to go with them. I mean, we do have these shoes that he wore for his party wear. That could be a vibe. Or we do have these pink actual flip-flops. I reckon we go with that. Do I want to do a hat? I don't know. Let me see what pink hats we've got. I do absolutely love me a beret. That is kind of a vibe, actually. Maybe I need to do a beret for his like everyday wear. Let me just chuck a beret on for a second for his everyday wear and see if I like that. Wow! That's a whole vibe. He's so cute. I adore him. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. I don't think I'm going to do it for his hot weather wear though. And I'm looking at the other hats that I see and nothing is kind of giving me the right vibe. So no, I think maybe we won't go with a hat for his hot weather wear though. For his cold weather wear though, I definitely know straight away I need to go with these flame pants. They have to make an appearance as part of his outfits, right? I have to do it. And now I've got to find something to match it with, right? Okay, let's come up with something that is cold weather. So, oh my gosh, straight away the cardigan with the strawberries is so cute. What other swatches do we have in this cardigan? Then none of them are really matching with the flame pants though, and that's the issue. That's the thing. I want it to match. We do have this cardigan. Again, it just doesn't quite match with the flame pants. Okay, I've had a look through all of my options here, and I had some that were like, yeah, it's cute, but this one I was like, that's actually really cute, and it all kind of ties itself in together. We have very similar pink tones on the pants to the jumper, and then the shirt brings in the white from the flames. And look, it's a pretty cute little graphic on there too. I think that's really, really cute for a little cold weather wear. I do have some cute little kitty cat ear beanies because it's cold weather wear. I think it's cute. I'm going to go with it. Okay, so with that being said, that is Pink Lemonade all done. I just went back to his everyday wear and I just fell in love with him all over again. He's just so cute and I love him. What a vibe. So with that being said, let's take a look at all of Pink Lemonade's outfits. Here we have him in his everyday wear. I think the beret is so cute. The beret with the pearls, absolutely amazing. I think he is such a fun vibe. I can picture him with some glamorous pink wings behind him as well for being a fairy. Formal wear, we have probably my least favorite outfit of the bunch. It's the best that I could do with what I have. I just feel like it doesn't do him justice though. Anyway, that's fine. There's always one outfit that I'm kind of like about. This one's it. For his athletic wear, we're right back into the fun bubblegum vibes. I love this. I think this is such a cute little athletic vibe for him. For his sleepwear, I love the slouchy vibes. It's like he's turned off his energy and he's just cozy and comfy, and I love that. For his party wear, we've got the amazing glittery shirt. I'm so glad that I was able to use this. I think that's just so much fun. I love his vibe. For his swimwear, we've just got some pink board shorts. Nothing really impressive to see here. For his hot weather wear, I've got the leopard print shirt with the slouchy shorts. I think that's super cute. For his cold weather wear, we do have the bears and the flames, and that is also one of my favorite outfits right there. But you really can't just go past the everyday wear. I think he is so ridiculously cute. So that is Pink Lemonade. All done. We have officially done it. Made a sim using the color pink, and it was such a cute vibe. With that being said, you guys, that's all I've got for this video of creating a masculine sim using only the color pink. We have 3 colors left, 2 really bright ones left, and then one that's kind of a little bit more basic, but still some more vibes to explore there. So with that being said, if you would like to see more of me doing this again with a different color for a different sim, or any other Sims content that I've got coming your way, then hit the subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell next to it to be notified of every time that I upload. And if you liked this video, let me know by hitting the like button down below and leave me a comment as well. Leave me a butterfly emoji in the comments down below to let me know that you got this far in the video, you enjoyed watching me make this sim using only the color pink, and you would like to see me do this again with a different color for a different sim. But guys, I hope you're having the greatest day ever, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!